Dear sweet Lord, it's gonna be okay. Literally our last take. We can do this. And we're centered.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like we need brownies, but no, we don't.
Oh, I love brownies.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are just finding me for the first time, welcome. My name is Jo De La Rosa. I was one of the original cast members on Bravo's Real Housewives of Orange County, and now I am living in Hollywood, aspiring to be a fashion and beauty influencer. And you guys, I have been on the wildest journey this last year, and we have been documenting it all. If you didn't watch the first 2 episodes, because this is now episode 3, you can check out the first episode here, or you can check the second episode out here to make sure you're caught up on all the craziness before we jump into all of this. Now, before we get into all the fun, I just wanted to thank my incredible sponsors, Ana Luisa Jewelry. They are this incredible jewelry line. Like the one I'm wearing right here is a little dainty gold little button one with little balls on it. I'm wearing their little earrings right here as well. So if you guys aren't familiar with them, one of the reasons why I really love them is because all their stuff is really girly and feminine. I really love their choice in metals that they use because the quality is really nice, and you can get great quality jewelry starting at just $39. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be giving you guys a link below where you guys can go check out their website. I'll also be linking this necklace below, and I really love it because you can pretty much layer it with everything. A lot of their necklaces you can layer, which I love. So if you're looking for new stuff for this fall and winter and you're just needing some new pieces, you can go check them out. And if you guys want to use my code JoDeLaRosa10, you can get 10% off your purchase. Thank you, Ana Luisa Jewelry, for sponsoring this video. And now let's jump into all the craziness. If you guys can believe it, it has been almost a year since I started on this crazy journey of the influencer project. When I quit my career last year, I had no idea that in only 10 months I was gonna be where I am today. Catching you guys up really quickly, I have this incredible photographer named Crystal Nicole, and we started this journey just as Crystal and I are getting momentum and all of this stuff and things are going so incredible, and I moved to LA. All of a sudden we get hit with cue your pop candy girls.
So now we're a few episodes into the podcast. We think we have it all figured out, have a great workflow. But of course, in true Jo fashion, our whole lives explode yet again.
You guys completely explode. Things were going amazing. We hit the iTunes charts. I'm starting to get really busy, have all these opportunities in LA. I was doing the commute back and forth, right?
Such a long drive. It was getting so tedious and exhausting. So we figured we need to get Jo back to LA as soon as possible.
But I didn't have really a lot of money to be able to afford an entire apartment, let alone a room by myself, because I don't know if you guys have checked room prices lately. It's not so small these days. I heard this advice one day from Ryan Seacrest, and he told the story about how when he first started, it was $500 a month. He could share a room with 4 people, and that was that. And so I said to Crystal, I could totally do that. I mean, whatever for the dream, right? And then as I started to look and actually visit these places, I was like, yeah, I think I can do that.
Some of these places were literally scary and eyebrow raising, so we don't want that for Jo.
No.
We figured we need to be somewhere safe.
So I checked on Craigslist, and it ends up you can actually rent couches in living rooms in LA for that. So I was like, okay.
I mean, fun facts. I feel like everyone needs to know this. It is possible. You might be able to live off of $500.
You can, completely. I found a living room in Studio City, and I'm about to send the lease. Luckily, my girlfriend hits me up, Yvonne. Shout out to Yvonne, thank you for saving me. And she was like, hey.
Cue angel sound for Yvonne.
She was like, hey, instead of like paying a random stranger, why don't you come and stay with me? I'm hardly at my place.
I didn't want her to leave to some stranger's place in some random couch. It was such a great opportunity. Yvonne came in and just saved the day for us. And now we felt like, okay, we got this. A place in LA. We're gonna be able to just be in the city and start networking so much. What could go wrong?
Cue COVID. So in my head, I thought, okay, I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna rent, a couch for a few months, and the worst case scenario, if I can't make it every month with just Instagram deals and doing YouTube, I can just get a bartending gig. I used to bartend right when I got off of Real Housewives to make some side hustle money. Why not do it again for the dream?
Which, P.S., no one knew about that.
Oh.
Everyone.
Now everyone knows. Just because you're on a reality show and you're a rerun doesn't necessarily mean you're still making money when Bravo replays your stuff. Because we are not SAG, we are just reality stars, so we don't get royalties. I end up looking into Crystal's garage and I realize I have so much stuff because I had moved into her place coming out of an apartment.
Yeah, and the most random things too. Like, if you all ever need anything for Christmas, Joe has every single Christmas decoration.
I gave half of it to Crystal.
I had it all.
I donated the other half to Goodwill, and I packed everything else in my car, and I moved back to LA.
And she was gone.
And roomies were ending.
And roomies ended for a minute.
You'll always be my first roomie, though.
I'm still not a roomie. It's fine.
Hates the word roomie. So I end up moving in. I go back to bartending school. It's like a 2-week program that I had been to way back in the day. There's this really hot spot called the Edison that had just opened up. They were hiring bartenders on the rooftop, and I'm literally about to apply. Boom! COVID hits, and everything gets shut down.
Quarantine just came and was a dream ruiner. We had no idea if we could even keep going with the podcast because all of a sudden we were all quarantined, all staying at home. I couldn't go to Joe in LA. We had to stay separate. We're just like, how are we gonna make our dreams happen?
I'd quit my career and I had money saved up, to be able to do this thing, but I only had it for a few months. So I came up with this crazy thing where I was gonna reassess.
Because you, of course, this is such a Joe plan and idea.
I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna sign a 1-year lease, but I'm gonna reassess and I'm gonna rent couches every 90 days. So the worst case, I just end up going back to my mom.
No big deal.
Love you, Mom.
I mean, if 90-day fiance is a thing, 90-day couch rental is a thing.
Completely.
Let's just make it happen.
So the first 90 days I was with Yvonne, and I found another girlfriend to take me on for another 90 days. Thank you so much to my girlfriend, Erica. Shout out to her. She came in so amazingly last minute.
I mean, you have some really good friends. I'm not gonna lie.
My girlfriends are amazing.
Joe was so committed to this dream. She was in it to win it.
Look, if I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fail so big, but I'm gonna commit so hard.
Exactly. You
Right?
can't say that you didn't try your absolute best. Quarantine kind of started to lift a little bit, and we just figured, okay, if we're gonna be able to get back together, we're gonna do this right. Like usual, we're gonna go so hard on it. We're getting a studio.
Crystal had told me that she was thinking of renting studio space in LA one day, and then I was looking for rooms, and so I came up to Crystal and I was like, Crystal, I have this crazy idea, but what if we got a studio and I lived in the bedroom for half the time and we turned the living room into our office space, basically. Thank the dear Lord for EDD checks coming in hot.
We were just, everything aligned up so well, and it felt like right.
Now we're here, we moved into the studio, and when we first saw the space, it was this beautiful, hardwood, lofty New York vibe with
Amazing.
gorgeous windows everywhere.
We are home, and this is where we are going to make the dream happen.
What if we turn the studio and we create a little podcast station, a little YouTube station, because there's got to be other brand new creators like us who can't afford all of this equipment because it's expensive, the equipment.
So expensive.
Right?
So if we were trying to do it, there had to be other people out there.
What if we try to target actors and actresses and smaller people who are bartending, and we offer our services for $100 an hour? We've already been doing all of this for the last year. We know what we're doing. We came up with Pop Candy Productions! So Crystal and I started a production studio. And then what happened, see?
And it was still still a fail because that's how we roll.
It was still a fail because freaking COVID. And of course, we're not gonna have people coming through the door.
Just when we thought we were seeing the light and things were happening and things were rolling and moving and things were reopening, no, we were just shut down again. So LA was shut down for a second time, and we just figured, okay, this is a sign. We are going to strictly commit to Pop Candy, to the YouTube. We're gonna grow the brand. We're gonna get an intern team, and we did.
And we did.
No more shooting in cars, in random dining rooms.
If you roomies who listen to Pop Candy faithfully were listening, half of the time, I was in my car.
It was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
So now we have a place to call home, but also comes the added pressure of upkeeping this amazing studio.
I mean, listen, I just wanted to take my checks and shop on Amazon, but unfortunately, I couldn't do that because I needed to make sure I could hit my portion of rent on this place. Instagram deals were the only way that I was making money right now, and that significantly slowed down because of COVID, so I started getting really nervous.
We had to figure out a way to make money ASAP because these bills were coming in and brand deals were just not. We had this amazing intern team of girls. They couldn't come in to help us, which means we still had to do everything on our own.
The struggle was seriously real. Shooting the podcast, we were editing the podcast ourselves, then we were doing weekly YouTube videos, we were editing YouTube videos weekly.
All the things.
All the things. You put all this work into it, right? My first 3 videos did really well, over 1,000 views. I was so excited. And all of a sudden, something changed. Guys, I was getting like 200 to 300 views, and I was like, does nobody like me?
Did we think it was gonna be easy?
We have been publishing videos weekly. You know, the podcast is going. Crystal and I have figured out how to basically take our business.
We're making it happen.
You know what?
I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of us too.
That was a good
Oh my gosh!
We finally closed our first brand deal for Pop Candy.
Yay!
Things feel like they're going.
You guys, we got our first podcast deal. It's so exciting. Things and momentum are finally happening, but Crystal and I really don't know what's gonna happen from here because we are technically still in quarantine and COVID, and it's very up and down right now. We're not gonna lie.
No, so we have about 10 weeks left of the year. Who knows how it's gonna go?
Also, EDD checks stop in December. So I'm low-key kind of a little bit stressed and have no idea what's gonna happen.
I think we are totally gonna make it. Something crazy is gonna happen before the end of the year
For
because
sure.
it always does. This is how it works with us.
And I feel like God has always stepped in, even if it's real last minute. Somehow he has us, and he always has. I still confidently have faith that he always will, because at this point, faith is all I have to hold on to right now.
Make sure to stick around because 2021, we're coming for you.
We are coming for you. Hop on to Pop Candy. If you guys aren't listening to us there, you can catch us on iTunes. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon. We're on all the things.
All the places.
Yes.
If you guys tune in through iTunes, please be sure to leave us a review, a rating, a comment. We appreciate all the feedback. Make sure you're tuning in every single Wednesday.
Make sure that you guys are checking us out on Instagram. You can follow me at Joe De La Rosa with 2 A's and Crystal's at Crystal Nicole HQ. We're posting all the behind the scenes of everything that's happening on the Influencer Project, and on Pop Candy, we spill all the tea that you do not get on this YouTube channel.
All the tea.
Are you guys liking this Becoming an Influencer series? And if you are, let us know. Do you want more episodes from us? Comment below. Let your girls know, because yeah, we want to know what you want to see.
Where do you see yourself in 2021?
I would love to have a new series documenting my journey. Maybe it's even life after Housewives and just everything that has happened since. Bravo, if you're listening. I feel like you stepped out in front of the cameras for the very first time. You're 6 months in.
Totally.
And you've completely transformed. I mean,
I know.
you guys, look at this. Girl is wearing lashes now.
She's wearing a necklace. Who is she?
Right?
I came into this not even knowing where it was going to go, what it was going to lead to. I thought it was going to be super, super scary to be in front of the camera and to be, talking to different people. It's not as bad as I thought. So now maybe I'm thinking hosting.
Oh, This one knows everything pop culture, the latest celebrity gossip, reality, everything.
Everything.
I mean, she's basically
Everything.
my Us Weekly.
Oh, there
Yes.
you go. So I could just be a living, breathing Us Weekly. We're putting it out there.
We're putting it out there.
Again, call both of us.
Ding.
That's it, guys. Everything that I've been going through this last year. What a wild ride. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already so you can know every time that I release a new video. And again, a really big thank you to Ana Luisa Jewelry and my first YouTube sponsor for this channel. I'm so excited. Thank you guys again for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to shop jewelry if you guys are looking for something cute and dainty and girly, and use my code JoDeLaRosa10 to get 10% off. That's it. See you in the next one.
What was that?
We're coming for you.